Universe in Disenchantment.com, The Reasonings Awakening Radio, Chapter 1. This is our first audio, and I would like to present myself. My name is Willson, and I have been studying the book Universe in Disenchantment for almost 3 decades. And there is many reasons for someone to start to study the book Universe in Disenchantment. Some people come looking for the spirituality. Some people comes looking for a better understanding of themselves, their nature. The origin of life. Some people would come and start to read this amazing book because they want to know more about the pineal gland, subject that has been for 5,000 years disclosure for many societies, different cultures, and some people has been trying to understand the source of life outside this tiny planet. The ones that are not looking down all the time, the ones that are not living under the programs created to distract. The ones that are not really believing in everything that they see on television or the news all the time. Some people come to try to understand what's the reason of our existence. It doesn't look logical for many people that we just live for some decades and then we just die. Some people believes in a source of life after this life, after your life. And all these different type of questions, of understanding, lays the same answer. Where we came from, what happened after we die, to where we are going. And I guess that any kind of culture or spirituality or in our evolution, in our history, these questions are being repeated over and over again. And many people would say, have been trying to answer, to give a meaning to their lives. So we should ask, who has the authority, the knowledge, the understanding to answer where it came from? The science has been bringing some ideas of our life and our evolution. If it is an explosion without a reason to explode, that would be able to create the whole universe, and a source of intelligent life. Some people would believe that. Some people would believe that was an accident. Some people would believe that it was some kind of asteroid or alien life, as they would say, falling down in this planet, in this perfect atmosphere. And the reason that we have to discuss these things with some kind of deeper understanding, asking ourselves if all of this make any sense to you. Why we have been hiding from so many cultures in so many countries the truth behind the pineal gland. It is, in our history, 5,000 years keeping it as a secret. We can see this in so many cultures. We see this on Egypt. We see this on South America. For at least 5,000 years. And then we have been studying on the 16th century, painting on famous paintings talking about the connection between God and man and humanity, and showing the brain and the pineal gland hidden. But why? Why this should be a secret? Why? And science finally has been searching about these experiences, near-to-death experiences. What happened to us when we die? And some people that has been under the limited vision from these doctors or professionals in many sciences, giving an explanation that the light that they see when they just have these near-to-death experiences, it's some kind of malfunction, a mistake, and all it's an illusion and it's all a fantasy. But we know that is not true, right? We know that we have been talking and writing and drawing for 5,000 years in our history, where we can find information. But we also know that it's much, much older than this. This connection with the life outside this tiny planet. In the reality, this book, Universe in Disenchantment, states the true origin, humanity's true origin. And this understanding that we have today about the universe, about our lives, this understanding that we have about our own nature, it will change. The book has a different approach for you to start to read today. The language is different. And the way to teach you about all these secrets that we have been looking for answers for, as I said before, 5,000 years at least. It will be revealed to you in a different way, in a different written. It will start to talk about the whole understanding that you have of this universe that we know, and of life in two different lines. The first book will approach the creation of the universe in a very, I would say, resumed way. It will start to talk about the reasons of the expansion of the universe as the science is looking for, and why we have this understanding that the third eye, or the pineal gland, is so important to us, which secrets are behind the third eye, how powerful is the third eye, the pineal gland. And some people talks about the calcification of the pineal gland and try to understand how to decalcify the pineal gland, but they don't really know why. And they are looking for the organic, the material explanations, and they are trying to connect to food and habits and your daily routines. And the book will show why and how all these things are happening to you now. And how can you stop it? How can you open your third eye? Some people would say that you need to understand the yoga and chakras deeper to expand and connect your third eye. But they don't really know how and why. And it's quite difficult to say why some people knows about it and why other people does not. It can be misunderstood and sounds quite arrogant to say, let's say as an example, I know and you don't. But indeed the reality is that we are all learning about it. Some people through experiences, and experiences may be going to different directions and misunderstanding, of course. But this book has, as I said before, a different approach. The approach, it's a logical approach. And it has to be logical and it has to make sense for you that are starting to read. So the first moment, depending on every single person, can be easy, can be hard, can be logical, can be extremely complex to understand. And I know that. But if you go through the process and try to understand, there is not just one book. It is a collection of books which is called as a culture, a knowledge. And when you start to bring this knowledge into your reality, it will change everything. It's incredible how we change after some years studying this amazing book. And how the truth are being handled about the pineal gland. Must be a real explanation, of course, why it's a secret, why so many societies for the last 5,000 years has been writing and hiding the secret of the pineal gland. And you know that something is going on. You know inside yourself, you're listening to me, and you know that it doesn't make any sense why to hide. Because in the pineal gland lays your answers. Everything, absolutely everything. About your past, about your present, today, and about your future. Lays the answers for any single problem and for every single solution in your life. And there is no doubt for thousands of students that this book has all the answers and solutions for every single case. And in the first moment you say, this is just an ordinary book, quite simple. The translation for many languages are quite, I would say, rude, not so well understood by the translator. But if you go through all these small difficulties, and if you really want to understand and feel the power, the energy that has the pineal gland inside yourself, if you want to really know how much this energy can change your life today, right now, so you should give a little bit of attention to this book, to this humble explanation about the universe. And it might look difficult in the beginning, but it will make sense with time. That life is divided into important parts of history. One of them, it's your evolution as human, and the other, the planet. So two different sources of energy, two different types, I would say, of life. The energies that are creating this planet and the universe divided in two, which is a reality of the creation, the expansion of the universe, as many people are looking. Answers based on their own eyes, what they see, what they are capable to see. But the pineal gland is much before all of this understanding. The pineal gland is a source of energy and the connection that you have to absolutely everything powerful that exists in and out of this deformed universe. And once you know why you are the way you are, who you are, and how to use the pineal gland in a proper way, you will truly activate the pineal gland, not with exercises or chakras or mantras, or using different kind of essence and perfumes and rituals. You know that it's simple and it's useful in your daily routines. I would say for myself, I would say for friends and family members that knows how strong it is, this third eye. And right now there is some millions already starting to use their pineal gland. already starting to activate their pineal gland. There are some millions already feeling the difference to live and to know why they live, to live and to use their true source of energy, feeding their pineal gland. And when the pineal gland, as we say, is finally activated, then everything is so different. You feel different. You control these two energies that we define as electric and magnetic, which is a definition for two different types of energy that came from one, so it's divided, and that creates all forms of life. As I said, in and out. This is the form of the universe. But to understand this, you have to understand the history, every single step. And you can't run just because you're excited to an university without to have the basic, the ground information. You need culture, you need understanding, you need evolution. To first understand who you are. Number two, what you need to do in order to activate the pineal gland. Number three, you start to have this as a routine, a daily routine, connecting yourself to the true source of energy that is feeding the pineal gland. Number four, your life starts to change. You feel the source of energy surrounding you, surrounding everybody that is around you. Yes, it affects the other as well, because your vibration, your essence is changing. And people start to see that something is different on you. And some people, it will be annoying because they don't understand. The light that is around you now, it's not really visible to their eyes, but they feel it. And if they don't really want to wake up, they want to live in their dreams, so they will reject you. But then you learn that these people has their own time, and you learn how to respect them because they want to keep sleeping, but not you. And you are awake now, and you will feel this energy around you, and you start to look for more people like you that are also awake. And from someone that has been sleeping for such a long time, all these puzzles start to make sense, and all these lies start to go away. And then you start to feel this strength of this powerful gland connecting you to the universe, and there is no question without an answer. And there is no problem without a solution. And if you do not believe me, which is your right to do not believe me, at least try. And don't give a short time, give time to yourself to see if you find what thousands of students has been found. The book's Universe in Disenchantment is among us since 1935, has a long and beautiful history. And I tell you now, if you really want answers, if you really want to change, if you really want to open your third eye and shake it out by yourself and feel by yourself, the truth, it's in front of you, it's in the books. Universe in Disenchantment. We see each other soon. Salve.